And I guess we're going to talk ice fishing again. We have Jamie Stevenson Van Bemmel joining me. Whoops. I don't know. We're going to bring Jamie on first here, Kristine, and we'll get going. I'm pretty sure we're online right now. Yeah, we got 2 people viewing, so we'll kill some time here. Hey, Jamie.
Hey, Rich, how are you?
Can you hear Kristine?
No, I can't. I can't.
Okay, all right. So, Kristine, we can't hear you in the background there. I can hear you, but you're not online yet. We're going to introduce you in a few minutes. Go ahead and chase those bugs out. Anyways, Jamie is a local kayak angler, but we're going to talk ice fishing today. And she's also a. Did you ice fish before you kayak fished? I think you did, didn't you?
Yes, long before I kayak fish. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I'm just getting used to this. We got out with a few of us yesterday, including Jamie, and what would you say? The bite wasn't very good.
Probably one of the worst bites I've ever had. Yeah.
The closest I saw to a perch was on my video screen. A whole school
Yeah.
of them just looking at my bait. I was trying to
Yeah.
snag. I was even trying to snag one. Couldn't do it. Anyways, okay, the viewers are slowly coming in. So, Kristine, before we bring you on, I got a little photo collage to show off first. You got a second here. Let's see. In the screen, we'll put us off. Whoops, off. There. That didn't work. We'll try it again. We'll pop us off.
Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It's been a while, and the last time you guys saw me, I was running pan optics down in a little
All right, Kristine or Jamie. Oh, there you are. We'll show that. I got the views mixed up here. My computer screen isn't big enough to show me everything. All right, Kristine, we'll bring you on now. There we go. Except we got someone else joining in here. I got to figure out how to turn that one off. There we are. Oh, you're a little dark in there, eh?
Well, I got
That's
my
better.
lights on.
Put your hat brim up a little bit. We can't see. We only see part of it.
I got my Dakota lithium power box. I can put my hold on. Oh gosh, that's really bad.
All
I
right.
can't do that.
Okay, well, you're good now. That's better. That's much better. All right, Kristine. In case we just have ice viewers tonight, we got about 11 people on, and Derek Rain, how are you doing? Bev Stevenson, I think that must be someone related to you, Jamie.
Yes, that's my mom.
Serge, how you doing, Serge? Serge has been tuning in quite a bit. All right, and Mig Sig, how you doing, Mig Sig? Another viewer, one we see once in a while. So, Kristine, you're not ice fishing tonight, are you? Tell everybody where you are. Kristine, can you hear me? Oh, I think we lost her. Let's see. Kristine?
Right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotcha.
All right.
No, I'm here. Yes.
So where
I'm
are
here.
you? You're not ice fishing, are you?
No, I'm in South Florida.
Getting ready for the Hobie Boss?
No, that's in 2 weeks. I'm down doing some fun fishing down here, and I've got the Kissimmee, KBF Kissimmee this coming weekend that I'm gonna start practice for probably tomorrow or the next day.
All right. And what lake's that on?
The Kissimmee chain.
Kissimmee Chain of Lakes. Chain of
So,
Lakes.
Yeah.
I think that's
It's
your.
like
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit.
there's like 7 or 8 lakes
that you can fish.
Uh-huh. All right. We lost a little bit of your connection there.
I've got 3 bars.
Okay, now you're on again. So so the Kissimmee Chain of Lakes is what where you're fishing
Okay.
right now, correct? All right. So we're going to play a little bit of your ice camping video just to get a little bit up there, and hopefully I can get it on the screen by itself without us interfering here. Let me see. And there it is there.
Hey,
all right.
Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It's been a while, and the last time you guys saw me, I was running pan optics down in a little pond in Georgia. So, little different scenery. For the entire next week, I am camping out on the ice up north, and hopefully gonna have an absolute riot. So today I'm gonna show you guys my ice camping setup, everything it entails. I think, you know, I've ice camped a lot before.
Okay, we'll stop it there, Kristine. If you want to narrate a little bit, where are you right now and camping there?
So that is a lake up in northern Wisconsin and the Vilas County area. Obviously it's beautiful country. It's just outside Big St. Germain up there, way north Wisconsin. And it was like 15 below zero.
And how thick is the ice there?
It was about 9 to 10 inches.
What were you targeting?
Smallmouth, walleye, and perch.
All right. Jamie, I don't think we've ever had the opportunity to target bass legally, have we?
No, we haven't. I'm hoping one day they'll let you know, catch and release season during ice fishing.
Yeah, it would be nice.
Yeah.
Probably have to go up to Sudbury or to Sioux for that.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys don't get to do that. That's what's kind of unfortunate up there in Canada. Yeah.
There's a lot we can't do. Actually, on Lake St. Clair, they can in the U.S. now. They have a catch and release season for bass. So if we were lucky enough to be able to go over there, we could do that. But that's not happening this year.
You guys don't think they'll open the border up?
I'm predicting beginning of July, and then I think it's going to be if you got the vaccine or if you got proof of a negative test. I think it's going to be kind of segmented to it's going to be tough. I think we'll be allowed in the U.S. before you'll be allowed here.
Yeah. It's kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, so we got Karen Poole and Dave Poole, I imagine, is there too. Jeff Scott, James Colin, and Jeff Beecham. So we got some regular viewers that are joining us. And so in this video, how soon you would get into your camping setup? Right off the bat?
Yeah, it's pretty quick into the video.
All right.
Yeah, that whole video is kind of dedicated to ice camping.
All right. I'll get it back on there. I'll see if I can put it big screen and have us disappear without us disappearing for good. Hold on here.
I usually do it solo. This year I conned one of my good buddies I fish tournaments with to come up with me, so that I had some company and I can help break down some new water a little bit faster. So I came up and scouted these lakes in the summer. Hopefully found some good wintering holes. I think I did. We'll see if it pans out. But anyway, we're gonna set up our camp on a set of humps out here in the middle, have my 2-man Freybill flip over to run and gun little areas within a half mile of here. So for the big base camp, I've got the Freybill Fortress, extra large. It's
there. Whoops. There we go. So Kristine, how far did you walk with your whole setup there?
Oh my gosh. Well, Rich, see, that's what you shouldn't do when you're ice camping. You should always have a sled or a snowmobile, preferably, you know, ATV. We didn't have that, and it snowed like 18 inches overnight, and we walked a total to get out there from the truck. It was about 3/4 of a mile, which doesn't sound like a lot, but oops. Hold on. But
okay, you can keep talking.
but when we had to make 4 trips to get all the stuff out there. So we walked a total of it was almost like 4.5 miles that we walked total. And it wasn't just dragging a sled on ice. As you all know, like that's not that hard. But when you're trying to pull a sled loaded down with all your gear and 18 inches of fresh snow, I thought I was going to die. It was probably like one of the worst, absolute worst things I've ever done.
Jamie, can you relate?
I can relate all too well. Yes.
Yeah, it's hard enough. It's hard enough with just a little sled, let alone. I mean, it hasn't really shown what you got there, but later in the video, you'll see it's quite a mess, or it's quite a load.
Yeah, 4 loads worth of. I mean, that big sled was fully loaded. 20-pound propane tanks, cots. I mean, augers, electronics, solar panels, batteries. I mean, food, coolers, water. There was so much stuff.
How many nights were you out on this trip?
3 nights on that one.
Did you was that your goal, or did you cut it short?
That was kind of we were kind of playing it by ear to see how the fishing was. And the fishing, there was a huge cold front that came in, and the fish they just shut down. So we were pretty miserable, and we decided to call it.
Let me guess, you ran out of whiskey on the 3rd night.
No, guess what I did, Rich? You're never going to believe this. I brought an entire big bottle of whiskey out there, and I had set it on the ground in the morning, and I got up and I went to go like put my boot on, and my boot hit the whiskey bottle, and I heard this like clink, and I heard this whoop, and that whiskey bottle went down the ice hole, and I've never seen anything sink that fast.
Oh, jeez. Wow. That's
bad deal. I didn't even get to open it.
That was the beginning of the trip?
That was the first day.
Oh, no.
So we didn't have any whiskey out on the ice.
That's part of the fun of ice fishing, isn't it? All right. We'll let Kristine's connection get better here.
That's about 80% of the fun of ice fishing.
Yes. Jamie, have you ever ice camped or thought about it? You're good now.
I've never thought about it. Maybe just because I live so close to the lake that I don't have to worry about it. And also Lake St. Clair, I don't know, some of the weather that comes in, I'd be a little bit worried with, if you get a strong wind with the pressure cracks. But I think if you had the right lake, especially up north, I think it would work really well.
What do you think? Rondo Bay might be a possibility?
Yeah, that'd be a possibility. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know if people ice fish there or not.
Yeah, I've ice fished Rondo Bay before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what were you catching, Kristine, on this particular trip? Kristine, did you lose us?
What's that?
What were you catching?
On this trip, bass.
Yeah, bass. Okay, that's right. You said that already. All right. Yeah. So before we go on a little further in the video, and for those of you who's watching, this video is on Kristine's YouTube channel, and her YouTube channel is Kristine Fischer, right? I think how you find it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty
very easy to find. It's one of her later videos. She did a trip about a week later. I'm not going to show the pictures because I don't think. Do you want to share how luxurious your next ice fishing trip was?
Yeah, it was pretty good, I thought.
I thought that was your house that you were in. Got a window showing a line of whiskey bottles, and I think there was a full kitchen in there, it looked like.
Yep.
Now, where was that at?
So that was on Mille Lacs. I taught a women's ice fishing class up there on rods, specific rods, as it related to technique. And Amanda Brandon flew in, and we had that was a really nice little shack out in Mille Lacs that we stayed in. Really nice.
And how thick would the ice be there?
So that I believe was like, in some places it wasn't very thick, but where we were, it was probably about 14 or so. 14, 15. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Kristine, you have any questions on that? Or Jamie.
Yeah, like I think, but don't they normally have it thicker this time of year? But that trip looked pretty amazing. I wish I could try something like that, going out west into that area and ice fishing in that area, especially for walleye. I've never actually caught a walleye through the ice. So that's one of the things I want to try to do.
it's cool because on those cabins they have what they call rattle wheels, and there are these wheels that are set up along the wall, and there's like 8 or 9 holes, or that are pre-drilled in that shack. And the rattle wheels are this big wheel, and you've got baits on it, and you just unwind it down, and you're in like 30 foot of water. And so at night you hear these like ding 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 ding, and so you wake up, it's like I didn't sleep at all that entire trip. It was great. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
That was on the ice camping, or that was the luxury camping?
That was the luxury the glamping,
camping. Okay.
ice glamping.
All right, the glamping. Yes. Yeah.
So I've seen those wheels. I've seen those wheels before and like photos on Instagram and stuff like that. So when they go off, are you basically hand lining it back up, or?
Yep, you hand line them back up. Yeah, you set it, and then you kind of I let them take a little bit, set it real good, and then hand line them back up. It was a riot.
Wow. Geez, are you actually sitting there? So you're really not. It's not the same as fishing in the tent, is it?
It's not the same. No, it's essentially they're like they're kind of like tip ups. You don't really do anything. It's great. We sat there. It was like 72 degrees in our little ice shack, sipping whiskey. It was a very good time.
Was there a hot tub in there too?
That's the only thing we were missing. Now, here's the thing though. That's kind of fun about those. You have to they have these little. They're essentially porta potties in there. But you go to the bathroom in a garbage bag, and then we had a rule: whoever does the business has to take the bag out and put it outside.
You just leave it outside?
Yeah, because then it freezes, and the guys pick it up.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. It's kind of like when my dog goes outside, I wait for it to freeze, and then I go pick it up. Okay, I got it. Yep, that's what I like winter.
Yep, that's exactly what we did. We let it freeze. We were all peeing and stuff in a big garbage bag, and then we just take it out and put it outside.
So how do you, when you're talking 13, 15 feet deep, how do you dig a hole? How do you drill a hole?
I've got a Strike Master 24-volt lithium ion auger, and that thing, it makes drilling those holes an absolute breeze. They make a 40-volt too, which is really nice, but that 24 is plenty for me.
Wow. What kind of battery do you need to run that?
It's just a little lithium battery. I think it's like a 9-volt. Is that right?
Amp, you mean?
Or not? Yeah. Sorry. I'm in different mode right now. Yeah. It's a small little lithium battery. The thing weighs just a couple of pounds. It's super light. That's what I like about it. Cause I'm a running gunner. I don't like to sit very much. I like to move. So I need to be drilling holes and moving and running with the auger and moving, and that thing weighs just a couple of pounds. It's nice.
And will that battery last all day? Like how will it
so
last?
It drills 100 holes in 8 inches of ice, and with the ice I was in, it probably would drill 40 to 50 holes. So
that's nice.
Pretty decent.
Yeah.
So Jamie, I saw that you use a drill.
Yeah.
And I was pricing out Milwaukee's today. To your recommendation. And
yes.
What's the deepest hole you've drilled?
I've never needed auger extension. I think probably 3 years ago, the ice maybe got 8 inches, 9, 10 inches thick. But
really?
Never since I've started ice fishing have I needed an auger extension or anything like that.
Huh. Wow. An auger extension. Those augers are what? They're 3, 4. Yeah, they're about 3, 4 feet long, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, about 4 feet. Okay. Yeah.
Huh. Wow.
Yeah, but when you're out west, sometimes they're drilling further than what our augers would go.
Okay. Well, remind me not to go that far. Hey, I'm just getting used to staying warm. I'm just getting used to staying warm out there. That's half the battle. I had one experience ice fishing about 8, 9 years ago, and it was at Mitchell's Bay, and I wasn't dressed properly, and I that turned me right off. But because this year there's no shows to work, I mean, I'm bored. I need something to do, so I took the plunge. I don't mind.
For me, it's all about the boots. The boots are one of the most important thing, and then once you get a really good snowsuit, it's not that bad.
Yeah, no, the boots. I landed a good set of boots, and you put those little hand warmers inside, and they work wonders too.
Hmm.
Can remember to use those on those cold days out in the kayak.
Yeah.
I've had days where I
Those
froze.
things are awesome.
Yes,
The
I'm
little
looking forward to
grabbers.
I'm looking forward to steelhead fishing again in the kayak.
Mm.
So we'll play this video a little more because just going to be a teaser to get people to watch the rest of it.
Huge. We're gonna get this thing set up, and I'll kind of run down what we have,
Yeah,
everything that
jump ahead.
the year so
I'm
far to
skipping
come up
ahead
with
a
ice
bit here.
camp. So picked up a big thing of propane, and here's to staying warm.
Kristine, are you backing
Yes, sir.
up?
Huh?
How long
Yeah.
how long did that take to set that camp up?
It took about 45 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad. It looked a little
No.
more difficult than that. All
No.
right.
It was about 45 minutes or so.
Are you backing up? What's that?
Yeah,
beeping?
there's a person. Yeah, there was a one. There was a person that came into that driveway, so I just wanted to. There.
Oh, okay.
I wanted.
was thinking, are
parked,
you
I
in-
was parked in somebody's driveway,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
so we're good.
All right. You got doors locked?
Yep. Now they are.
Okay. All right. So, where else have you ice fished in North America?
Oh gosh, I've been to Utah, to some of those alpine lakes and ice fish for trout out there. I've been to South Dakota, North Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa. That might be Kansas. I've done a little bit in Kansas, obviously Nebraska, Wyoming, and I think that might be it.
That's it. Hey, that's all.
Yep, that's it, eh? That is it. Yeah, that's
Jamie,
it.
how
I never
many lakes you been on, Jamie?
all east.
Ice fishing too, Lake St. Clair and Rondo Bay. That's it.
All right. Yeah. Well, I'm hoping to expand that this year.
I was
What do you
really
catch on Rondo
hoping-
Bay?
Same thing, looking for perch, and you'll catch a lot of pike and stuff out there. I was really hoping to get out on the Thames River this year, but I don't foresee that it's going to freeze anytime soon.
What did you
Well,
think
when I
about
came home
Rich?
yesterday, pardon me? What's that, Kristine? Oh, we lost her for a bit there. You might have to go back in that driveway. You got better reception there.
Oh, I was just going to ask you what you thought of your first.
My first time.
I can. Okay.
Okay,
I'll go
2 weeks. No, I'm kidding. 2 weeks ago. Oh, there she goes. I don't know what that is. Anyways, 2 weeks ago we went. It was my
Hold on.
first time out.
There we go.
Okay, 2 weeks ago was my first time out. 3 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, and
Yeah,
we
I
caught
saw
fish.
that.
Yeah, we caught fish. We had a good time, and that's when I decided I kept my feet warm, so I'm going to try this. Went out and bought a flip-up shelter, and some safety gear, and I'm ready to go. Went out yesterday. I didn't like how the wind blew around, but I guess with a little bit of snow, that'll secure me a little better. Jamie, is that right?
Yeah, so what I do is I always bring a little small shovel with me, and if there's snow on the ice, I'll kind of dig out the snow a little bit, and then I'll put the snow around the flaps of the bottom of the shelter, and then it kind of insulates it, stops the wind from coming in, and then you stay really nice and warm when you have the heater on. And then always make sure your shanty, like the wind is blowing against the back of it.
Yep,
So
I learned
always,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, but it was kind of rotating a little bit yesterday. It would be
It
from the
was,
back,
yeah.
and then it came from the side a little bit and knocked over my my heater. And
Yeah.
anyways, I found out you can't get out and walk around and leave your shanty
No.
by itself.
No, there's no snow and that wind picks up.
But Kristine, when you go ice fishing, you probably go in a lot of places where you're very few people around you.
Yeah, I try to. It's a little more difficult, up in Mille Lacs, they have like little colonies out there, and some of the lakes in South Dakota and stuff. It's like you go out there and there are tiny little towns on the ice. Hundreds and hundreds of ice shacks, and it's a really cool experience. And that's kind of fun for a little bit for me. But yeah, I like to get to those remote areas and put some miles on and kind of get away from people. You know, because those guys are fishing basins where fish are kind of cruising throughout the day. And I like to kind of get away from all of that and find those less pressured areas where the bite's typically a little bit better when I can.
Well, I'm hoping. I mean, you both know I live on the water here, and I got about a half-mile walk out to the lake. And when the ice freezes nicely after this week, I think I might try and walk out there. At least I have a camera now that works. I can see if there's fish down there, so it won't take long.
What are you using for a camera?
Some cheap I don't remember the name. It was cheap camera. It worked really nice. I mean, I saw these fish like it was in high definition.
Wow.
And I didn't record anything. I hadn't figured out how to record with it, but you know, it'll suit the purpose. So I'll have to bring an extra battery because it didn't last as long as they said it would. But it's going to be great for kayak fishing because it's small. I can hold it in the palm of my hand, and it won't take up so much room as the other one I had.
That's really nice.
Yeah, but let's see. I had a question for you. I lost my train of thought. I do it a lot now. I think of something and then I get distracted a little bit. Yeah, I know.
That's not a good sign, sir.
Something about age, I guess. What size auger do you use for digging holes?
I've got both an 8-inch bit and a 10.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, those big holes, those are nice. Probably, especially because you're probably pike fishing a lot. Yeah,
that's strictly for pike and lake trout. That I use the 10.
Wow. I don't know. Can you probably get a good sized pike through a 6-inch hole, couldn't we, Jamie?
And I don't know some of the ones that she's catching. No, I don't think so.
No,
absolutely,
I don't think so.
Not.
All right.
An 8, maybe. Probably get one through an 8. Yeah. But oh man, a 10 makes your life a lot easier.
I bet.
Wow. So when you said that battery digs that many holes, that's a 10-inch auger?
That's on an 8-inch bit.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was using up there on Mille Lacs.
All right. Okay. That sounds a little better.
Yeah.
Just curious, how long does it take you to plan that ice camping trip, the one with the tent?
How long did it take to plan it?
Yeah.
Rich, you know me better than that.
I know. How long should it have taken?
It probably should have taken you. You know, you have to be pretty strategic. You got to know what you need. That's the biggest thing. You want to be prepared. And for me, like I have a lot of the gear to do that. I've got generators and solar panel chargers and, you know, the cot and the exercise mats and the lights and the lanterns and the propane and the heater. You know, I've got all the gear that you need to do that and the pop-up. But I think as long as you kind of know what you need going in and know the little things, and that's what I kind of detail in that video is there's a lot of like carbon monoxide.
Yeah,
so
that was kind of cool.
Yeah, it snowed on us and our vents but when we were sleeping and our vents got plugged with snow. And I remember waking up and my heater wouldn't light and we were trying to figure out and we kept trying to light it and kept trying to light it. And we had plenty of propane and it wouldn't stay lit. And I looked it up on Google and I forgot that Buddy heater has a built-in O2 sensor on it. And if it doesn't sense enough oxygen and there's too much carbon monoxide in the air, it won't light.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, because that would not have been good.
Yeah. Jamie, have you seen the whole video yet?
Yes, I have. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, I encourage you, the people watching here, I encourage you to go and look at it. It's actually quite humorous. Kristine keeps it light and we have a few more viewers here. Dwayne Wally's joined us all the way from Mississippi. Is that where Dwayne lives?
Is he in Mississippi?
I'm trying to think where he is now. I know he's down south somewhere near Louisiana.
Well, the South's all kind of runs together.
Yes. Nelson Bruins has also joined us. Jeff Van Morsel. He's busy
everybody.
He's busy making baits for this year.
Yep.
Cool.
Owen Matthews. Owen Matthews is looks like he's a brand new owner of a 2019 PA 14.
Wow,
congratulations.
Congrats. Yay,
Yes.
Hobie.
Yes. And he beat out, I'm going to say there's at least 4. I put mine for sale and within an hour I had 3 offers. And
I need to sell mine too.
Yes.
360.
I haven't even looked and I've got more offers coming still. But Owen Matthews is the first one to jump on it, so he'll be quite happy with it. It's got a lot
Congrats.
of got some good juju in that kayak there, Owen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rich, I thought of you today. I was out fishing this lake down here in Florida, and I'm flipping these reeds, and all of a sudden my nose picks up something very familiar, and somebody was smoking a cigar.
Oh, geez. Well,
And I was like, I'm Rich.
why not?
I just smiled and I just did a little fake cheers.
Yeah. No,
all the way to Canada.
That's what I did my first ice fishing trip. I brought a cigar with me, and you know what? It was very enjoyable.
I saw that picture and it made me smile.
Yes. So what else? Okay, we're going to turn this video on a little more to get some of the good stuff. A little more tease here. Eric Turcott just joined us. How are you doing, Eric? I think Jeff Scott's been listening for a while there.
All right, guys. So we got the ice
here we
camp
go.
set up.
You're going to show us
Let's
a
take a
tent.
look what we got going on here. First of all, something really cool. I picked up this Goal Zero. It's a Yeti 150. It's a portable charger. You can charge your 12 volt.
You thought of everything
USB.
there.
It's got a little indicator telling you where the battery's at, and you can see it's blinking right there, meaning it's charging. Because it also, you can buy an additional solar panel to go with it. So that is the Nomad 20. I've got that here facing the sun, connected this battery. So while that's charging this battery is charging my AquaView because
I'm surprised.
What? That I was prepared?
No, that you forgot.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, yeah, that's a lot of stuff, Kristine. I mean, that's just too much. I like camping and that, but I still like to keep it simple.
Yeah, you really can't out there because it was so cold, Rich, and I mean that's a pretty, you got to have a lot of stuff for a multi-day trip like that, you know.
I can't imagine. I cannot imagine.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm not even gonna imagine. I'm just gonna get my head around going out for 3 or 4 hours for now. And
well, you'd like the ice glamping quite a bit.
yeah. Oh, I know. I would.
Yeah, he would.
I know I would. Oh, definitely. Yeah. We're trying to think of something. I mean, right now with the restrictions in Ontario, that's not happening. But getting out on our own and that, there, it's not like the spring where here in Ontario they kept us off the water for whatever reason. I don't know. It's because they didn't know anything, just pure ignorance. And right now we're on a more strict lockdown than we were in the spring.
Yep.
And they're leaving us alone. They've let us out. They're letting us out on the lakes. And I mean, how can we hurt anybody out there? Heck, if you're not wearing a mask to stay out of the wind, you're stupid anyways. So I mean, it's I'm just glad that they're not. There's still you get the odd person on these groups and they want to badmouth you for, hey, stay at home.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. For our mental well-being, we got to get out and get some exercise and enjoy the fresh air. I mean, I enjoy my winters, and being able to get out and stay warm is a real perk, I think, of living in an area with 4 seasons.
Yep.
Yeah.
So let's turn this on again here.
I forgot to charge. So we've got power, thank goodness we've got good sun. Here's our setup here. Again, this is the Freyville Fortress, the XL. It's got a thermal
Look at
cover. Jordan and
That's
I
almost
threw
glamping.
down some
Might as well be.
little adjustable exercise mat
Except when
will
you
help keep us
have
insulated.
to lug it back and
We've
forth.
got my cot,
Yeah.
we've got
It took
his
us
cot.
about 4 hours to do that.
This thing's got all kinds of little storage things. You can throw your coats in there, your gloves. So picked up some of these portable lights. These things are super bright. Always a good idea to carry extra batteries. I wedged one here, one over here.
Did you have any wind issues there at all? Like, did it toss you around, or are you anchored down with that tent?
We anchored down pretty good.
Okay.
You that thing can withstand some pretty high winds.
All right, and for dragging things out, I don't know if you saw. Jamie saw it because we were talking about it yesterday. Ashley Ray. I think
Yes.
you've
Yep.
chatted with her before. She was walking out onto the ice up until this year. She was showing off. Was it you, Jamie, that we were talking about her new?
Yeah.
She's showing off her 4-wheeler with what's that called with those tracks that you get on the 4-wheelers? She had a Yamaha.
With the
Yeah,
chains
it's
on
on
it.
ATV.
with tracks on it. Yeah.
Yeah, with the tracks on. So she's not walking anymore. That's what you needed out there, Kristine. You could have made one
Oh.
trip then.
Gosh, Rich, that would have been so nice. Yeah, we definitely needed that.
Yeah. Okay. Here, do we got to put up with Tim's comments? Did you read that?
I can't see
No.
the comments, but I'd love to know what Tim said.
Ice fishing, stupid.
Stupid.
Just saying.
Tim.
Come on, Tim. You have to
Come
come out just
on.
once.
Yeah, but
So,
then
you
he
know,
has, then he has
Tim
to get,
dismisses me.
then he has to get up off his ass. That's why he's not coming.
Yeah, we all know that's not gonna happen.
Yeah. Where's the plane? Is that little? Where's the? Oh, it's Migsig. Okay, brought all that gear. Yeah, yeah. I was wondering the same thing, but 3 trips or 4 trips? What did you say now?
4.
4 trips. I was sure that there was more than 1 trip on that.
Oh yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
you got a few more things here that are quite interesting. We'll play some more. Happy birthday! Oh, I know what that means. It's not my birthday. Oh, Tim's comment. You wish me happy birthday. That means something else.
And then we've got a
You know
down
what?
lantern
I don't
here.
think I want to know what
So
that means.
gives us plenty of light at night in here. We're gonna have our table set up here.
I miss you, Tim.
Down below, tons of room.
Kind of.
Got extra charging batteries, electronics, my tackle, all
My
the
third
good
favorite
stuff.
Canadian.
And we drilled 2 holes here.
Kidding.
So while we're not running and gunning out there and we're in here for the night, we can still throw up a flasher and fish. We're gonna have my dual buddy heater right here. We've got a propane.
Look at the
tank.
size of that. I
Setting
wouldn't
up
want
here,
to carry
run the
that.
hose underneath, so we won't have to keep switching out these smaller
That's how I get
portable
so strong, I
propane
guess.
deals. And that is going to be our ice camp. So hopefully we'll have some good fishing out here. It did take about an hour and a half to get this all set up the way we want it. But overall, we're here for several days, so it's going to be pretty good setup. All right, y'all, so we're pretty set up. Common questions when it
this gets
comes
good.
to ice camping. Biggest things you kind of need to do for your cots, having a thermarest pad, an inflatable pad. Air is an excellent insulator. So having that down on top of your cot is
For those campers, that thermarests are good in the summer too, not just in the winter.
a super
Oh
good
yeah.
idea.
Any kind of insulation from the
just to be able to
ground,
stay
hot or
warm, especially
cold,
in
is
those
Yeah.
sub-freezing
important. That air
temperatures.
kind of
Number
stabilizes
2,
things,
how
Okay.
Acts
here-
as a little
do
buffer.
you go to the bathroom? Or what's the proper
You're giving toilet lessons
means
now.
of
Oh,
going to the
no.
bathroom on the ice?
Hey,
So-
people don't know.
Most on some
talk
lakes,
about
believe
it.
it or not,
Yep.
it's illegal to pee in the water. There are 3 things that you should do. If you're ice camping, first option, not a bad idea to be somewhat close to shore. Public land. There's a lot of public restrooms around a lot of
Not in Canada.
these lakes.
What's in Canada?
And if you're not
They make everything illegal. They figure that you can hold it for a day or 2, and but they'll look the other way.
close to public restroom,
Yeah. Well, you
Go
probably
on
just have
shore.
one of those buckets
that way you're
you can
not
go in.
Yes.
doing
I do.
anything.
Yeah.
I have to bring it
On
for
the
Tim
water.
because he
Second
has a little
option.
problem.
Pack it out.
I would never let
Bring
Tim
a
go
bucket
use
with
my
a sealed
bucket.
lid, keeping
would never be the
the
same.
stench out. And these real cold
Too bad.
temperatures, that's an option.
You think about
You
what
can
Tim
pee
eats and what
in
has to
water
come out.
bottles. If
Nope.
you're done using a water bottle, you can pee in that. Take it somewhere so you can properly
Sorry.
dispose it.
You're gonna get a happy
But it's
birthday
just
there,
common
Kristine.
courtesy
Better
and a
watch
good
it.
idea not to pee
I think I'm figuring out
Or-
what happy birthday means.
in the water. Try to not do that. Other questions, things you should have. And we brought out a lot of freeze-dried food.
That was the next question. What do you eat for 3 days?
So a combination, I brought out a bunch of, time out. So we were expecting to have shore lunches essentially on the ice, like catch fish and have fish for maybe breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So we were really banking on eating fish. That's what I usually do when I ice camp. The fish, that was not happening. So we brought out a bunch of freeze-dried food. Here's one thing I will tell you. When you bring out we bring out eggs and bacon, the eggs have to be in an insulated cooler or they'll freeze,
Oh,
obviously. So
that didn't work.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
You found it the hard way.
Yeah. Yep. So anything like that, your liquids and stuff. And I knew I thought about the liquids, but we totally forgot about the eggs and left them outside with everything else and frozen solid.
Oh, Jamie, I saw a comment here. Next year. What's next year?
Well, Nelson was saying I'd rather be in Florida.
Oh,
And
okay.
I was really hoping to go to Florida this January to fish for the first time. And I was really looking forward to it. And no,
Yes. I
maybe
had
next year.
my target this year was to drive down for a couple of days to that Bellsmere. What's that? What's that
That's
reservoir called?
yeah, it's Fellsmere Headwaters. They just opened it
Yes.
up to boat. That's what I was fishing today.
Oh, that's why the big fish, eh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're teasing us with these big bass in winter
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
we're
I
lucky.
saw there's a bunch of FLW pros down here. I saw John Cox and Roland Martin was out here filming, and it's
wow.
it's crowded down here.
So the
Yeah.
boats. Do you think the boats are gonna dampen things, or
Oh, yeah.
is the fish going to hold up?
You know, the fish, just like with any amount of pressure, the fish will get smarter. They'll get a little harder to catch. But it's still fishing in Florida. Any cast could produce a teener, your personal best.
Yeah.
So it's you just got to fish a little smarter.
So how many launches have they made now for boats?
There's just two.
There's
There's
just
one.
two.
There's just one for boats. So the parking lot, I drove by it yesterday, and there's probably 150 boats in that parking lot.
Wow. And,
Yep.
and it's this time of year where it's you to catch your big fish. I see where
Oh yeah.
the last 2 years. The first time I saw was a friend of mine that's living down. He moved from Florida, from Michigan, and he's down there. And I'd never heard of Fellsmere. I'm thinking, where's Fellsmere? I couldn't even find it in a map when he was talking about it. Then last year, I seen a few more of you out there, and I think Morgan, he did a show with
Morgan Prominence did one.
yeah, he did an interesting show where he was screaming like a girl every time he caught a big fish.
Yeah, that's Morg.
Yep. Anyways, I think we got a little more here.
Food, of course, we got jet boil coffee.
Oh, this is about the
All right,
CO2.
guys. So, a couple things
Yeah,
to
that's
keep in
so
mind.
important. That's why you
Let's
spend the money
specifically
and
talk
get a
about
good
your heater. So I
Yep.
told you we got this thing
have
connected to an
because
external
we didn't
propane
anticipate that
tank
much
outside.
snow clogged our
So this is the
vents.
big
We'd have
buddy
no
heater
idea.
right
And
here.
My heater had a
with
sensor on
both
it, but some
little
of the cheaper ones
propane
don't have that
single
sensor, and that
containers
would have
in
been
this
very
thing.
bad for
You
us.
can
Yeah.
run it on high for maybe an hour and a half. So having that large one out there helps run this thing through the night. On low, I believe you can run it like 30 hours. On medium, you can run it 18, and on high, I think it's somewhere around 9 to 10. So running this thing on medium, we get a couple of days, running it.
Did you lose heat at all while you were there?
A couple times in the night, the heater went out, and I had to switch propane tanks over. And like I
Okay.
said, it was like -15, -18. So when it went out, you woke up and knew it pretty quick.
Yeah. Wow.
So we're using it didn't look like you were using a sleeping bag.
I
Like,
was.
you were, okay.
Yep. With that sleeping bag was lined with a fuzzy blanket, and then I had a
Yeah.
blanket. I basically cocooned myself 3 times
Yeah.
and slept. I wore the same clothes for like 5 days up there. So yeah,
Yeah.
there's that.
I've done that on a steelhead trip or a salmon trip out in late September on Western Michigan. And it was like in the 30s at night, but it's not so bad staying in the same clothes for 3 days. I mean,
It's not terrible.
You seal off nicely. You don't smell nothing.
No, no.
Nope.
Well, except my truck. We took my truck up there, and when
Yeah.
I unloaded everything and dropped Jord off and got back to my house, got back in my truck next morning, it took a long time for that to get right again.
Oh,
Yeah,
I can imagine.
I
So-
was a smelly kid.
So what were you using for bait there, by the way?
Jig and wraps. I was hoping for like a good jig and wrap or rip and wrap bite. That wasn't the case. So we had to we went all the way down to like little 32nd ounce tungstens with minnow heads and wax worms, and we tried
So you had-
dang near everything.
So you had live bait.
We did not use live bait. Well, I guess it is technically live.
Oh, okay. You were using salt.
Just the head, yeah,
Yeah,
the heads of
right.
minnows, not whole minnows. We did the third day put a couple dead sticks out with live minnows on there, and nothing got hit. I even went and filmed a show with John Gillespie and Pete Mania and Rob Manthai one of the days up there, and we were out in like -8 degrees, and there were like 8 of us, and we caught like 6 8-inch crappie. It was terrible. The bite was just so bad up there. That
Oh.
cold front just shut them down,
Well, I didn't mention yesterday being out and I didn't get a bite. I saw fish on my camera, but I didn't get a bite. But you know what? I enjoyed myself. It was nice to get out in the cold.
Yeah, it
and,
was.
And you go home and you just feel good. Boy, with a whiskey and
Yeah.
we even I think Julie.
Rich, we've got to ice fish together.
Yeah.
We have absolutely have to ice fish together.
we even tried small terrier highs last night. The mix with the whiskey. It was actually pretty good. Found
Was
something.
it?
Found something that didn't bother me.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, Mike Godlewski just joined us. I don't know if he's a former Wisconsin guy or not. I know he's from Michigan, but anyways, how you doing, Mike? Good to see you. And Derek Rain says he looked in the map and Fellsmere looks like 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer. I know it's a lot bigger than that.
It's huge.
Maybe that's an old map.
Huge.
Yeah.
It's about 4.5, 5 miles from the ramp for me to get down there to where I fish. At least, yeah, it's a little over 5 miles, I believe, to get down there. That's why it took me. I was booking it to get back.
Yeah, well, the first fellow that I told you about that went there, and I'd never heard of Fellsmere, he said it was about 4 or 5 miles, oh no, he's not a paddler anymore. He's a pedal now, but yeah, he said it was a long haul.
Yeah, it is a haul. I had the Torpedo, which helped a lot. But
all right, Jamie, have you thought about motors now that Kristine mentions it?
You know, I'm kind of like I'm like this about it.
We're flipping over to kayak fishing for a second here.
Jamie, I was like that too. But look, I was a paddler, and I was like, I don't need a freaking Hobie. And that, I mean, you just
we have mostly kayak anglers on here anyway, so we can talk kayak angling.
Yeah. Well, when I'm walleye fishing, especially in the river with the current, right? Like I could catch my limit so much quicker if I was able to get back upriver for my drift back down. So that's one thing that kind of makes me lean towards it. But it's tough. I like the exercise at the same time, and I know what's going to happen by next year.
You're going to get a motor. Yes.
So,
yeah.
So I haven't told Kristine this, but Kristine asked my opinion, and I told her how you got to go Torpedo all the way, right, Kristine?
Yep. That's what made my mind up.
I sold my Torpedo and bought a motor guide.
What? No, you didn't.
Yeah, but I'll tell you why. Well,
why?
Because Tim was whining so much that he couldn't afford a motor, and I felt sorry for the guy. He couldn't come out with us on the 3rd day of pre-fishing because he was too tired.
Tim doesn't need a motor.
Oh, and I sold him my motor.
His motor is bought and paid for right there.
I sold him my motor, and anyways, the main reason is because with the 360, obviously my Evolve doesn't fit in the Mirage Drive, and I refuse to put a motor on my back. I want to be able to. I want a power pole back there,
but with that new mount, you can have a power pole.
I know that's too much work. I don't want to trailer my kayak yet. I want to put it in the back of the truck. I want to put my motor on the boat when I have it at the launch. And that's what I do with the Evolve, and that's what I'm doing with the. I had a bow mount before, a Minn Kota, and it was very easy. You just put it in. You put that little 2-prong spike in there, and it's quick release.
I just don't want that stuff up in the front of my boat. Yeah, I just think it's a mess.
Well, the thing with the Minn Kota, it was 55 inches long. Or 48 inches long. This one's only 36 inches. It's the motor guide that's made for the kayaks.
Mm-hmm.
And I got no happy birthday this time. Holy shit. Hey,
he must not be on still.
No, he must have left.
Yeah.
Anyways, he will have a Torpedo next year. He's still here. Anyways,
hey Tim.
I just want to be able to assemble at the water. I don't want to have so much weight and so much gear to put on. When I get old, and I have to have a trailer, maybe I'll put Torpedo on the back. But I'm giving up 1 mile an hour. I'm jealous. I watched Tim out in my Torpedo trolling along pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
That's not, and you know what? You don't have that extra weight in the bow. The Evolve, which I hear that's not even available anymore, that is the best motor there is. I mean, you get a little bit of weed in it, you pick it up and take it off. There's nothing to worry about. With the bow mount, the motor guide is quieter, and it's also easier to launch and deploy. So anyone want to tell me otherwise? Hey, I've had both motors now. Don't tell me, because I know. I know. I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna get the Johnson Outdoor guys are gonna be hating on me, but sorry, I've done it both ways, and I'll tell you flat out, there's no difference. There is a big difference. So now that we got that out of the way, I don't know. I think we've covered everything here. I don't see any more questions. Oh, Mike Godlewski joined in here. Anyways, Kristine, you have anything to add?
The
About
only
ice
thing-
fishing.
About ice fishing,
Yeah.
I'm really happy that you did it for the first time, and I
Well,
wish that I hope this show inspires all of my friends down south to ice fish because I've been begging them like Scotch and G and everybody and to come ice fish with me, and nobody wants to do it because I think it sounds stupid.
yeah, but Matt and Guillermo, they got to go. How many hours to ice fish?
Well, it doesn't matter because the,
Not everybody travels, the continent like you do. I mean,
yeah.
those guys will come up. They'll travel 16 hours for smallmouth bass, but I don't think they'll travel 16 hours to go ice fishing and freeze their asses off.
Everyone's got to try it once.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yep, they do.
And you know what?
Come
Be
on,
be prepared to stay warm. Keep your feet warm and your hands and your head, and you're
you'll
all
be
set.
happy.
Yep.
But if you don't, you'll hate it.
Yep.
And no ifs, ands about it. Ladies, what are you drinking tonight? What are you drinking, Kristine? Oh, you're driving. You can't be drinking.
Nope. But I will tell you that back at my hotel room, I got my 10 cup original whiskey that I'll be sipping on.
You recognize this one here?
That's Jack Daniels.
That's a good one.
That's the good Jack Daniels.
Yes, I couldn't find any in the liquor stores, and there was some in Ottawa. Like we have an LCBO, they have a pretty much monopoly on liquor, the good liquor, anyways, and they wouldn't even deliver. So after Christmas,
Really?
they opened delivery. I think I got the last 2 bottles in Ontario that they have in the LCBOs. So I ordered both, but that's a nice bottle of whiskey. I mean, old number 7, yeah, it's a good dependable one. But if you want to drink a good bottle of Jack, this single barrel select 47% alcohol in Canada. In the US, you can probably get it at 60% alcohol, which is not meant for just anybody. So Jamie, what were you drinking?
I'm drinking Stella
Stella, yes.
out of a Coors banquet glass, which is
Woo!
Very
my
nice.
favorite.
So what's the deal with what'd you call it? A tin what?
10 cup.
Tin
10 cup whiskey. Yep. They're
Yeah.
out of Colorado, cut with Rocky Mountain water, and they're one of my new sponsors this year, and they're wonderful.
Very nice. That's the same marketing that Coors started on, what, 40 years ago, 45 years ago.
Yep.
The spring water from Colorado, I think it was, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, Rich, I've got a special bottle as soon as I can get into the country and
Yeah.
visit you. I'm coming because I've got a really special bottle for you.
All right. Well, that's good. I'm almost done that last special bottle you handed me. What's the name of it now? Anyways.
Linton's?
Huh? No, it was the one at Jay Wallen's wedding there. What was that bottle called?
Oh, oh gosh. I know.
Yeah. Anyway, it's very good. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like 57.5% alcohol, and if Julie can have a sip and say it's good,
It's
I mean,
good.
yes, it's good. I mean, it'll fool you. Like it's smooth. And Jamie, have you ever drank anything over 50% alcohol?
No, I don't think I have. No.
You got to try it because I got to. Usually it's the bourbons.
Sipper. It's a
Yeah.
sipper.
It's a sipper, but it's so smooth, and you want to have more than a shot. Unfortunately, once you get into the second shot, after the second one, yeah, you feel pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, Jamie, you have anything to add? Did you have any questions that we missed?
No, I was just looking at Tim's comment saying he's tried it twice and thinks it's stupid ice fishing,
Yeah.
but I think he needs to come out with this year. I think he needs
We're
to.
gonna have to drag. We're gonna have someone
Yes.
bring their 2-man tent out and bring
Yeah.
Tim out, and
Tim's coming.
maybe bring.
I'll take good care of him.
Yes,
I'll
maybe.
bring all my stuff.
Can we bring chicken wings out on the water with some
Yeah.
fries and gravy?
Can make it work.
We'll just leave a trail from the bank out to the ice hut of chicken wings and
Yeah,
lure them out there.
I do know Tim actually tried. He likes this bottle of Jack. This was one of the only ones he's drank. It's the only shots he's drank with me is this single barrel select.
Wow.
I forgot to tell him that I have some. He's gonna have to come over and have a shot with me, or 2. Anyways, it was great having you both online, and
Yep.
I'm gonna hopefully get out a few more times this year, and I want to go for bluegill. Jamie, is there any bluegill out in Rondo Bay?
Yeah, and even you'll find him in Mitchell's Bay too. You'll
Oh, Mitchell's
find
Bay too. Okay.
Yep.
Yes,
They're there.
It was weird when I first moved into this condo here on the creek. There was a guy that used to come. I think he planted a Christmas tree off my dock because he would come and he asked if he could fish. And and the only reason I let everyone fish here is because my neighbors hate fishermen. And I, even on the private property, I said, "Yo, yeah, be my guest. Anyone says anything, you tell them to come see me." And anyways, that guy delivered 2 pounds of fresh filleted bluegill, and Julie and I ate them. They are
So good.
I
good.
still say I like them. It's better than perch. We've had the experience to do a couple of Heroes in the Water in the U.S. and the Legion that hosts us. They feed us with bluegill fillets, and oh my god!
Wow.
So we need to find some bluegill, Jamie.
Okay.
You have to show me where. Anyways, ladies, thank you for coming on tonight.
Yep. Thank you.
Christine,
Thanks for having me, Rich. I
Good
missed
luck.
you guys.
Yes,
Good
miss
luck.
you. And Jamie, we'll see you soon, hopefully.
Yes.
And we'll good luck in your tournament season. This is the first tournament coming up on the Kissimmee Chain of Lakes.
Yeah, the first one's the Kissimmee, then the very next weekend is Seminole. Then I'll be on the James with Morgan. Morgan Prominence is flying in. We're gonna film a little muskie show, and then I've got Watts Bar,
All right.
and then Murray. Yeah,
Well, good luck. You're really kicking it off with a bang there.
yeah. It's there is no sleep.
All right. You know, I'm gonna try and put this on one more time as we exit. Anyways, let's see if I can. Where does that one go again? Here. I want to put that collage on that I had. Here we are, right here. Show it in the stream. Nope, it don't want to go up there. That's why. Okay. Anyways, good night, ladies.
Night,
Good night.
Rich.
Take
Thank
care.
you.